Welcome, welcome, welcome. Am I clear enough, or is there too much light in this room is the question I need to ask. Will you be able to see me, or will you not? I don't know. Let's see. We'll be working in silhouette today, I guess. I'm trying to make the room nice and bright, and I think it's too much sunlight. It's only me. Welcome to Pilates for the 15th of October. Pink Ribbon Pilates here with me, Carla Armour. We'll just have a nice silhouette Pilates. Let's just move and go with the flow, okay? So enjoy. Let's focus a little bit on hips and knee strength, okay? So let's start with our feet hip distance apart. And thinking about the placement of the feet, the placement of the ankles, nice and upright. Feel the nice sensation of the ankles floating there as you pull your kneecaps up and get your legs nice and active. Now just think of the thighs wrapping into the hip joints. Think about that placement so that you feel as if this line is nice and ironed out and you crease into the hip. What you want to get here is a nice line on your plumb line with a long back, a nice strong front. Fingertips by the side so you feel that length through the body. We'll take an inhale there, breathing into the side of the ribs. And then as we exhale, we just feel everything come towards the structure of the body, the architecture. We're going to breathe in again. And then we're going to breathe out. I think this is quite romantic with this lighting actually. And I'm going to show you a side view again. So we're breathing in, into the rib cage. My belly should stay rested. And I breathe out and I pull again nicely into my abdominals. I'm going to go into a roll down. I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to nod my chin here as I finish my inhalation. I'm going to draw my belly button in and up, soften into my knees, and roll through the spine. Thinking about arching your spine over something. So you want to think about the tailbone and the crown of the head reaching in opposition to each other. I'm going to take a nice breath in there into the back. And then you want to exhale to lift through the spine, bone by bone. Reaching up through the spine. Arms come to your side. Inhale again, reaching down, rolling through the spine. This is really a delicious sensation here. It's not about touching your toes, it's about lengthening your spine. We will add in a hamstring stretch on the next one. And let's go ahead and take the arms out to the sides, lifting them up to the ceiling, dragging the shoulder blades back down through the body. Inhaling then, this time I'm going to dive over, zipping into my tummy. My thighs are still a little bit soft as I reach over my waist. I hold that position there, and now I'm going to go ahead and lengthen my spine so I can touch the feet with the ground. I'm going to let my hands come down, and I'm going to go ahead and open up through my knees so I get a nice hamstring stretch. Open those toes nicely so you feel that stretch right through the body. My head is relaxed, my shoulders are relaxed, and my body is relaxed. I'm just breathing into the rib cage. Exhaling to lengthen through the body and just expelling any tension. Breathing it out. One more breath there. You're going to draw the chin in, draw the arms off the floor, soften the knees, and roll up through the spine, bone by bone, all the way to the top. Beautiful. I'm going to come on over to my mat now, and I'm hoping that you guys are okay in that view. I'm not sure, but anyway, we will see. We will see. If not, tomorrow I'll do different. Okay, so I have my feet together, my legs together. We do this quite often, so I'm going to go ahead and go right into it with you guys. I'm going to lift my spine, think of the long back, strong front. I'm going to reach my arms out in front of me, pressing my feet together. I'm going to go into a C curve here. I'm going to exhale to reach back down, all the way down, and rest my arms down. I'm going to inhale, then take my arms to the top, reach them behind me and swing them around. And again, reach them up to the ceiling, reach them behind me. And I'm feeling like my scapulas, my shoulder blades are like bars of soap just swishing around in my rib cage. I'm going to reverse the shape of my hands, reverse my circles there, just watching what the rib cage is doing, watching what the pelvis is doing, mindful of the arms moving in the shoulders. If you want to do just smaller circles, you can do your circles here. You don't have to do the full circle. I'm going to take that one more time to the back, lifting it up. My head, neck, and shoulders are going to lift. I'm lifting through my body, so that I'm lifting back up through the spine all the way up. Breathing into my back. lifting through my spine. Inhale into my C curve, and I reach down all the way. Pressing my feet together, I feel my spine long. I take my arms to the side, reaching around, cycle them up and lift, and scooping up, reaching up, reaching up, reaching up, drawing into the back and lifting through the spine. Press the feet together, scoop into the spine, exhaling to reach back. And take the arms away. I'm hoping it's just the glare on my screen, why I'm not seeing it clearly, and that you have a very nice view. And reaching up, pulling the spine up nicely as we reach up. Zipping into the tummy and lengthening. I'm going to stay up this time, and I'm going to lengthen my legs out in front of me. I'm walking really firm into my back. I'm strong into my front. Imagine I have some weights in my hands. I'm going to pull into my biceps and stretch them out. I'm going to pull in and stretch and pull. My back is tall. I'm lifting out of my hips. If this is not available, you can bend your knees or lengthen them and pull and reach and pull and reach and pull. You can add the legs and pull and reach and pull. Reach that out. Palms facing each other, rounding my arms. I'm going to bring my arms back into my back and reach it forward. I'm going to pull. So you could be using a band, you could be using a set of weights. Like sometimes in my class, I will use my band like this to do these exercises. This is really nice. Yes, you can do it like that as well. Or you can just cross my arms, and then I can really get that nice connection there with my band, right? Or we can just imagine we have the band. So we're really working into the back of the body. The back of the body. Next, we're going to take the arms to the side. I'm going to take my arms up. Place my fingertips together. My back is still straight. I'm going to bring my arms down to tap my head, and I'm going to reach my arms up. I'm going to bring my arms down and reach my arms up. So we're working into the back of the body, zipping up into the tummy, so we're really feeling nice and long. You keep going. We like to go for about 8 to 10 of these, reaching and zipping and pulling and zipping. Really lifting through the spine. You're going to lean forward slightly, so you're pressing the baby finger, the index finger and the thumb together as you do that. Let's go 2 more here. Rib cage is pulling in. 1 more. Press and resist. Take the arms up and reach them to the sides all the way out. Beautiful. Last thing here, as we're sitting up, we'll take our arms behind us, stretching into the legs. Inhale there, and then just scoop the tummy and push the bum up off the mat. If this is too much for you, you can just intention it and not do the whole movement. I'm going to reach through the front of my shoulders, and then I'm going to come back down all the way. Inhale, lengthen, scoop the tummy. So if this is all you can reach, that's fine. But what you want to do is you want to lift out of those shoulders. Yeah, you don't want to be sagging here. You want to be lifting out of the shoulders and lengthening through the body, and then drawing that back down. You want to work really nice into those glutes, into the calves, into the thighs as well. So we're lifting up and we're pressing and we're reaching the hips up, and then we're floating that back down, all the way down. Beautiful. We release the arms. We come back to where we were before with the feet together, and the arms reaching forward. Inhale, and then we're going to roll down through the spine, all the way down. Beautiful. Let's take the legs in closer, hands by the sides. I'm going to roll my feet, knees, thighs, calves, and feet together to reach over to one side. I'm going to turn to face the opposite direction. Inhale. Exhale to draw back to center. And over to the other side. I'm going to press it up. I'm looking in the opposite direction, just stretching through the body, and come back to center. Beautiful. And let's go into our bridge. And bring my feet really nice and close into me. Send my fingertips long. Breathe into the back of my ribs. I'm going to exhale to pull my pubis towards my breastbone. I'm going to hold that nice scoop. Feel the back long on the mat. Can you feel that? And then as we exhale, we're going to roll through the spine, peeling the back off and send those hips all the way up to the ceiling. Feel the squeeze into the base of the bum and not the arch into the back. So you want to feel that space nice and small, and you want to lengthen that tailbone out through the legs. I'm going to lift my toes up and tap them back down. Lift my toes, keep my hips up and tap my toes back down. Lift my toes and press them back down. Lift my toes, press them back down. One more time. Press my hips up, my toes are down, and I roll through my spine, bone by bone. Again, opening through the back to really articulate the spine down as you release out of the bridge. We'll do another bridge. Let's send our arms really nice and long. Feet again and still hip distance apart, in line with your sits bones, knees in line with your hip joints, and you're going to roll up through the spine again. As you exhale, just feel that scoop into the front of the body. Take an extra breath if you need to as you roll through the spine all the way to the top. Feel that squeeze into the bum, pushing the pubis up to the ceiling. Send my arms away. I'm going to take my arms up to the ceiling now. Press my hips up. And as I open my knees, I'm going to open my arms and press my pubis up. I'm going to close my arms and close my knees. And I'm going to open my knees and open my arms. And I'm going to press my pubis up as I close my knees and close my arms. And opening out. Nice, and reach those arms and pressing back to center. And reaching it open. And lifting back to center. And reaching it open. And lifting it back to center, holding that there, and then rolling through the spine, bone by bone, really opening through that back nicely all the way down. Very nice. Place your hands back down on the mat. We'll do another set of knees side to side. We'll squeeze the feet together. Take the knees, the thighs, and the calves together as we look in the opposite direction. We inhale there. And we exhale to come back to center. Use these obliques, use the abdominals to help you. We inhale. We exhale to reach across to the other side. Inhale to reach and draw that back to center. Very nice. Fantastic. Take the arms overhead. Take the hands to the ceiling. Inhale to nod the chin. Exhale to lift your head, neck, and shoulders. And reach up and feel that stretch in the spine. I'm going to now take my legs up and imprint my spine and take my arms back down. Beautiful. And up you come again and reaching up even higher and zipping that down. Beautiful. And again, reaching up, reaching up, reaching up, nice and high, pulling that belly flat and down. And pull, 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 and down. Let's see if we can go forward at the legs and stretch those legs and activate those thighs and pull the feet back in. And pressing up, activate those thighs and pulling that back in. And press, press, press. And pulling that in. And press, press, press. And pulling that in. Make a little hammock for your head. Lifting the head, neck, and shoulders and sending the legs away. Lift the chest. Twist to the right left leg as you twist across. Send both legs low. And twist across to the other side. And zipping up. And twist across. And zipping up. And twist. And zipping. And twist. And twist. Zipping in the middle. One more set. Twist. And center. And twist. And squeeze those legs out. Lift them up to the ceiling. And put the head, neck, and shoulders down. Get a nice stretch into the back of that leg. Feeling that leg pull into you, you lengthen that other leg away. We'll lengthen out through the front of that leg. Lengthen out through the back of the top leg after we've just done those bridges. And the seated exercises really working a lot into the legs and the hamstrings. So feel that leg into that front and a leg into that back as you reach that leg. Just feel it get longer. Good. Just point and flex those ankles so that you feel some exercise into those ankles and calves, and then roll the foot around in both directions. Beautiful. Lengthening that away. Let's go ahead and take that other leg up and switch legs. I'm going to lengthen that one away, reaching that, and really get that stretch into this leg this time. Pulling that in, lengthen the other leg. Remember to iron out the hip of the other leg. Just really give that a nice stretch, point and flex. And then let's roll that ankle around. Still reaching nice and long on the other leg. Zipping up the tummy, relaxing the shoulders, feeling delicious. Lengthen that leg. Go ahead and put that other leg up. Feel that stretch through the body. I'm going to lift my head, neck and shoulders, and as I come up, I'm going to lengthen my legs down. Beautiful. Let's lie on our side. Have my legs nice and long on the mat, all in one line. I'm going to bring my legs slightly in front of me, hovering both legs. I'm going to lift that leg and squeeze it down. And for 2. We go for sets of 6. And 3. And squeeze. And 4. And squeeze. Reaching. You can always do 10 to 12 of these. And reach it there. Now I'm lengthening that leg just above my hip bone. I'm going to lower that bottom leg and squeeze it up. And squeeze it up beautifully. And reach it up. And reach it up. So we want to be lengthening the legs so the legs stay the same length. Yeah, you don't want to be shortening the waist. And squeeze it up. Beautiful. Let's turn the toes away here. And let's take that leg a little bit higher this time. And squeeze the legs and turn out. Reaching and squeeze. And reaching and squeeze. Let's go 3 more here. Feel the waist is working a bit too. And feel the hips really working. And let's go 1 more here. Zipping up the waist. Reaching and lengthening that out. Let's flex those feet. Point those feet. Feel the waist. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Beautiful. I'm going to lower the bottom leg. I'm going to bend that leg and bring that in front of me. I'm going to get a nice stretch here. So I'm going to take that shoulder from underneath me, hold onto this leg, and I'm trying to get my breastbone to shine a light onto the sky or the ceiling. Well, I'm in a conservatory, so I can shine a light on the sky. And I'm going to take this back hand and really reach it, some opening through my chest. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can keep this back hand on your chest like this, because sometimes it's a little bit tight in the shoulder. Otherwise, this is a really nice opening for the shoulder and a nice stretch for the waist and the hip. Just feeling that bottom leg is long, is active, and thinking of this one as reaching forward. Breathe into that and just feel a release. Then take a breath, take that back hand all the way to the top. Reach it to stretch the back and float it down. Take the legs together. Go ahead and press yourself up here and sweep your legs around to the other side for our other side. Beautiful. So, nice and long on your mat. Your legs are reaching nice and long, like as if they're in line with each other, and the toes are lined up. Yeah, waist is there. I'm going to take my legs slightly forward, so I'm really adjusting in my waist, and then from there I'm lifting both legs and lifting the top leg, and lift and reach to me. Really thinking about that zipping as you work with that exercise. Reaching, thinking about that waist is lifted throughout as you're working with that. Okay, and reach. Beautiful. Let's lift that leg a little bit higher and let's squeeze that bottom one up. Still thinking about lengthening through the waist as I do this. I'm thinking about what's happening with my hollowing in the waist as I squeeze that leg up. I want to keep this leg a little bit higher than my hip so that I have more access to work more range in that bottom leg. Yeah, but still without crunching my waist. Hold that there for me. Turn the legs out, flexing those feet. And I'm going to take that leg up and reach. Actually, my legs are pointed. I'm going to reach that up. And my knee wants to point behind me. And my hip wants to point towards you. Yeah? So it's really turned out at the hip joint and my waist is supporting me. Reaching there. And reaching. And let's go one more here. And reaching. Beautiful. Now I'm going to send those legs. I'm going to flex those feet. Feel those inner thighs. And point, zipping up the tummy, flex, and point, and flex, and point, flex, and lengthen in those legs. I'm going to lower those legs down. I'm going to take that leg in front, and reaching that in front. I'm going to take my arm from underneath me so I can get a nice rotation stretch. The chest wants to turn to the ceiling. The knee wants to stay melted down. The bottom leg is long. The back hand reaches to open through that body, and we feel that length and rotation. You can turn your head as well to face that direction. Taking a breath there. Reaching. Reaching. And then drawing that back up to center. Bring that, reach for the ceiling first, and then bring that arm back down here. Good. Legs come together. You're going to reach yourself up, and this time you're going to take our legs in the center. But we're just going to have the legs nice and soft. Good. You can even have your soles of your feet together and your knees floated open, so you don't have any tension there. Okay, we're going to take the arms nice and long. Feel a nice release out of the neck and shoulders. Stretching the arms all the way down, all the way. Feel that nice stretch. And then we're going to reach up into this arm. I'm going to keep that bum cheek down. And then we're going to lean over and get a nice side stretch. Just stretching the side of the body that we were working. Inhaling into the rib cage and exhaling to come back up. I'm going to take both my arms up. Stretching this one down. Reaching up. I'm going to reach over with this. Soft into the shoulder and the elbow of the supporting arm. And I'm pushing my left hip down in opposition to my fingers. And I'm lifting back. We'll do one more set. Pressing my feet together gently as I reach up and over. Just feeling that nice space into the side. Breathing into that. And zipping up. And last side. Reaching over. Reaching over. Reaching over. Inhaling into that. And lengthening all the way up. Beautiful. Take one nice breath. And just reach over the body. Just feel that stretch right through the body. Trying to tuck the chin in so you really make a nice circle. Imagine there's a beautiful rainbow over your back. And you try to press your back into the rainbow and feel yourself fill up with all the beautiful colors. Just feeling that stretch through the body. You can flex your feet here. Deepen the back of the legs. And then releasing all the way to sit up nice and tall. Thank you so much for joining me. It's already time's up. I hope you could see me okay. There's so much glare in this room. Okay, thank you so much and see you guys tomorrow.